Jesus saves. So y'all do know I have a salad. This salad talk. So if y'all want to know what I was doing, I was looking at the time. So yeah. So I was sitting here wondering, should I talk about the snakes while I eat this? So yeah. Lord, thank you for this food I have received, for the nourishments and the strength of my body and all the impurities. Lord, please remove it in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. So yeah, if y'all hear something, it's the dogs. So I have all types of salads, dressings over here, y'all. And majority of them, I think is by Kraft. So this is a mixture of garlic, but I do remember I had this much in the bottle, and it was from Olive Garden. So I mixed that with my roasted garlic, and I'm doing Parmesan cheese, and a little bit. I had already had Thousand Islands up there, so I don't know if y'all saw it or not. Put a little bit more. Excuse me. I had to go. I'm messing with y'all. And of course, you know I'm gonna do bacon bits. And no, this is not the applewood. I couldn't find them. I fell in love with the applewood. I get some. I found them somewhere. Trust me. So this is a mountain. Y'all see this mountain? Y'all know why this is a mountain? Because if you was watching on my live, and if you would go to my shorts, you guys will see a whole bunch of footage. Okay? I say it my grace. I'm about to dig in this. And yeah. So the snakes I'm talking about is the snakes are the people snakes. Like in Genesis, the snake in the fruit, in the trees, in the good tree, and the bad tree, the bad fruit, and the good fruit. Yeah. Okay. Well, the snakes I'm talking about is people that are sneaky and grimy. You know, just pure grimy, sneaky, and they just always trying to set you up and poison you. And you know what snakes do, right? Majority of snakes are poisonous, and they bite. So, and if they're big enough, they'll bite you and they'll eat you. So yeah, I will talk about them, those snakes. Back this up for you, so y'all can really see. You see now? I just want y'all to be able to see. Yeah, I'm gonna take a bite. I had a pet snake. One snake. It was a boa constrictor. His nickname was Bo. His name was Bo. Because he was a boa constrictor, so I just took that from boa constrictor and called him Bo. That snake didn't bite me. But it's a few human snakes that bit me. But it didn't kill me though. But messed my heart up. And that's why I have trust issues. The first snake that I ever encountered was in my childhood. That was a human snake. It was my sister. So that's why I don't trust people. My sister. She's like the biggest snake, human snake that I ever encountered. Y'all be quiet. Be quiet. I'm going to tell you why. My sister is 4 years, almost 4 years older than me. And this is another reason why I don't trust women and people. Because my sister's my family member. Go sit down. Go sit down. Now. Go sit down. And if you can't trust a family member, somebody that you look up to, she's my older sister, my only sister. So when I was little, you start off when I was little, I used to always tell my sister everything, down to, I used to talk in my sleep too. I still do, but more when I was little, because I could foresee stuff ever since I was little. So that's another story. But I used to always tell her about my boyfriends in school and how happy I was. And then I used to always get things from people, family members. They always used to say I was real pretty. And they used to give me money and give me stuff. And then I used to have a whole bunch of candy. It started off, she used to get me to talk and tell her about all my dreams. And tell about my day and everything that made me happy. And yay, like that. And I was like, I said, between 5 and up, you know. Because at one time, we were sleeping together. And I think it was because of where we lived and we didn't have that many beds. Something like that. But anyway, I'm going to put some more this dressing on there. And, well, it started off with her talking and trying to find out all my business. I didn't notice at the time until I got older. And then she started, I would have candy, and I put my candy, I count it, and I put it under my pillow. So it started off with her sneaking my candy when I go to sleep. She act like she talking to me and talk, because I like to talk, I always like to talk. And she would sneak and get my candy from under my pillow when I go to sleep. I always count my stuff because I was good in math. Still is. And I just, that's another story with the saving stuff with me, because I like to give stuff to people all the time. So, yeah, she started out stealing my candy. And then, yeah, that's where it started. And so, let's skip. So remember I told y'all that I used to always tell her too about my boyfriends in school. So one of my boyfriends I told her about was Darnell Green / Ruffin. And I fell in love with him. And we dated from the kindergarten all the way up to the 4th grade till my mom moved to Norfolk, Virginia. And that's the only reason we broke up. And so I ended up years and years. And so we ended up rekindling our love. And I turned 17. Okay. And I'm skipping now because it's a lot. It's a lot. When I say it's a lot, I'm just skipping because I'm trying to catch y'all up. So then me and him, we got into it. And remember I told you he was the first guy that killed me. And I went downtown to get him locked up because I survived it. And I'll tell you a story about that. So then I ended up getting in some trouble myself. He ended up getting locked up for 9 months. I ended up getting in trouble myself. And then I ended up getting 17 months. And he ended up getting 9 months. 8 or 9. I think it was 9 months. It was half of my time. And I ended up still doing time, and he got out. Well, he ended up getting with my sister. And my sister always, that's the same guy that I told her about when I was young, that I was madly in love with. And I was upset with my mom when she moved to Norfolk, Virginia, because I had to leave him also. Not just my school, not just my friends, not just my family, but him. And that's what I mean about a snake. Well, my sister ended up getting with him. My dad ended up dying while I was incarcerated because she got with him, and he had to see that. He caught them having sex behind the house. And with them having sex, she ended up pregnant with my love. First love. That also off me. But I got through it. So these things like this, and that's where my trust issues came at. That's why you don't see me with girlfriends or boyfriends around me, or I don't have friends because of things like this. So it happened to me at a young age, and even when I got to be an adult, things still happen. And yeah, that's why I don't like snakes, and I'm very, very in tune with knowing what a snake and who a snake is. And when I see them in their snake ways, I call them out and I stay far away from them. And I feed them with a long handled spoon, and I pray for them, because God said pray for your enemies. But when you have someone that wants what you have and wasn't born with that, you're going to have a problem. It's called envy, okay? And it come in all shapes and forms and colors, okay? So be careful, you know. This is a blood relative that did way more than what I'm just saying now. But that was the one that topped the cake, was when she had a whole seed by my first love that I still love. Okay? And I have one nephew, and he knows the story because his grandma told him. And he knows that his daddy was in love with me. He always had been in love. He told her in her face, you know. And he almost got killed just by telling her that. So yeah, if y'all don't know things about me and try to judge me, you have to know my story, okay? And it's a lot more I have to share with YouTube, but I can't give it all to you because Sherry's been working on books for a while, all types of books, not just about me being hurt and and how I suffered PTSD, and why I don't trust people, and why I chose to let YouTube in on some of the things that has happened to me in the process of being saved at 3 years old and turning, and going the other way and coming back to follow Jesus Christ. I have a lot to share with y'all. It's very educational. People don't get sick and get PTSD and all these things that happen to them, all by themselves. People cause it, and they'll try to sweep it under the rug, and they'll just say, "Oh, you're crazy." No. When a person say you're crazy, you have to question that, and I'm gonna tell you why that. And so, because they said the same thing about Jesus Christ when he said that God sent him to save us and to do all these miraculous things, and people turn their back on him, So be questionable about people that say a person is crazy, because majority of the people they say is crazy, they're like geniuses. They're like prophets. They're like some of the unbelievable people that you need to get to know. Because clearly, me, Sherry Brown, that made a YouTube channel that's doing very well and not worried about being monetized, because I already know. You know what you know. Because I was supposed to start this in 2020. And it ain't no competition. And I'm letting you YouTubers know it's no competition. You don't have anything to bring that I'm bringing, because I have an A to Z plan, and I've been had it. God gave it to me, and you cannot take that. Can't take it. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this out. the moral of the story is, I don't like snakes. I don't care who you are, a family member, a neighbor, a church member, whoever. I know what snakes look like. And I know they're poisonous. And I know they're trying to take me out. So I stay far away from them. Okay? And do you have to deal with snakes? Sometimes you do. When they're your family members and you have functions and you love them, you still love them. You have no other choice. But you don't have to be around them. You don't have to allow them to keep taking from you. You don't have to allow them to take your joy, your peace, and your loving spirit that God gave you. Okay? The people that do stuff like that, believe me, God sees it. And it may not happen the way you think it's going to happen. Or you be like, you really don't want to wish bad luck on nobody, especially if it's somebody your blood relative, right? Or somebody you care about and love. But do know, God is watching us. He watches us. Timeless, you know. You don't get away. Nobody gets away with hurting and taking things from people and damaging people's hearts and the way that God had them born, you know. If it had not been for me being 3 years old and accepting Jesus Christ and witnessing Jesus Christ time after time coming to me, touching me and telling me that it's going to be okay and that he's here to protect me, by all means, I wouldn't be here, YouTube. I wouldn't be saying, YouTube, Jesus saves.